Well, hi folks, Captain Kent here, back with some Going Medieval, and I am revisiting an old settlement. This huge settlement. This was actually the last playthrough that I did, and yeah, so when Update 3 came out, we started a new playthrough, but during that playthrough, I discovered a bug where flowering crops would just disappear when you loaded up a save. So I decided to wait until that gets fixed before starting a new settlement, and we're just going to go into this old settlement and do some remodeling. Now I've already spent several hours actually. Uh, Doing some remodeling and everything that you can see here. I mean, the first thing we had to do is go in and replace all the corner pieces of fences and merlins and get everything situated. Let me pause the game. We'll head over here to the main gate and really had to do some rework on all the merlins down here on the ground. And yeah, I'm kind of digging it. Kind of digging it. Yeah, these inside corner pieces for the Merlins are absolutely dynamite. Absolutely fabulous. So yeah, and yeah, let's get busy and start doing some more. But actually, before I do that, something that did happen while I was working off camera is I got a Trebuchet raid, and trebuchets have been nerfed, so they don't happen very often. And when they do happen, it's fewer trebuchets. Only two of them spawned right there, but here it is. It went by pretty quick. All right. Well, the sun has risen, and yeah, these little anti-trebuchet defense towers are absolutely dynamite. I highly encourage that you start constructing some of these. And if you're not sure what this is all about, I'll put a link in the description below, maybe, of this, how I built those and everything. Well, all right, let's get into showing some of the things that happened off camera while I was getting all this set up. I've got some old settlers in my settlement. Let's see. Let's get to the age. Let's see, 48. I think I've got it. Yeah, right here. Red Yule, 70 years old, and lots of people 60 and above. I've got a bunch of seniors in my settlement. So yeah, soon this little gravestone will start filling up. Currently, we only have Mary Dyke here, who died very, very early in this playthrough right here. Like within the first couple of episodes, got a raid that I was not prepared for. So, yep, that happened, but nobody has died yet with old age or anything like that. So that's super good. All right, let's get into a little bit of what I've done here. Everything is going to be on the outside. I haven't really messed around with anything on the ends. Actually, what I can do now that we are in spring, I can go ahead and turn off their braziers. Let's see. Find. Oh, come on. Click on that. Get off. And I think that is everybody. I do believe it's true. All right. So, all right, get back over here. Get back over here. All the mods and different changes that I've made of all on the exterior with different roof variations and wall sections. Really kind of added to the chimney look. I think that looks so cool. Little fake cellar door right there. Yeah, and with the crops and everything like that, with this new seed system, and I was just get overflowed with food, just too much food. So I like this feature of don't sow, so that it will cut down on the surplus. So I'm just going to keep an eye on these stocks right here. I'll talk about barley in just a second, and make adjustments to my field as I monitor the quantities. As long as I am above 400, that's just like, that's hoarder level, way too much already. So we can let the food kind of dwindle down a little bit. All right, some more little changes here, different little chimney action going there. And let's see, kind of hard to see the fronts of these buildings with my narrow streets. But hey, that's how it was in the medieval days. Everything was just kind of packed together because everybody walked, and So the closer everything was together, the fewer, the less you had to go walk and get places. More changes, more little. All of these buildings right here are all like little individual houses. Let's see, some of these might be actual production. Oh, yeah, production stations over here. We'll get to that in a second. Actually, since we're right here, we'll get to it right now. Love the new arches. Love that, changing the beams to an arch. Looks really, really cool. Yep. And the new roof variants allow these little awnings that I've got constructed to really look like, I think, awnings. So I love these new building assets. It just really makes your village pop and stand out. You get I just totally dig it. And on our Great Hall here, no changes inside, just like most all the other buildings, but we did round the corners up a little bit and changed a little bit of the roof, just a tiny little bit. Yeah, this has been a great hall, and it's definitely where they spend a tremendous amount of their idle time, just kind of hanging out in there. No changes to our little outhouse here, and not a lot of changes to the poor section of town, all the just raw limestone structures. These were early buildings and everything, so I kind of want to keep them looking primitive and poor, because it's just kind of the theme of the settlement. I'm going to pause the game just so I can navigate and move around a little bit easier with less little lag spikes. Yeah, some more chimney action going there. And let's head on down this way. I think this is the brew house. Yep. You know what? I've been holding on to unlocking the beekeeping and the ice making until I was recording. So I don't have anybody set up. I've got it set up, but I don't have any honey or cider or apples to make cider yet. But it's at least queued, so when that does happen, they could start getting into that. And the sooner the better, because barley is kind of a pain in the ass now. Barley has a really long yield time. I think it's like 12 days. And yeah, so I've watched my barley when I started, doing the remodeling and everything like that. I started with over, I think, 600 barley in stock. And I've been watching it go down and down and down, so much so that I went ahead and panicked and just built a bunch of barley fields over here to just kind of try to feel like I was getting caught up. And then I got a cold snap. And I don't recall this happening before this update of other cold snaps destroying every single crop in your settlement, but that's what happened, and that seems realistic. That's fine, but it sucked. I lost everything, and yeah, went from, I think I was down at like around 380 pieces of barley, and then after that cold snap, I'm down to 8. So there is absolutely no brewing going on right now, and we're going to have to rely on what was already previously made. Yeah, you guys are going to have to dip into that alcohol eventually. They apparently don't drink this stuff. They do like the beer though, and I bought some cider off of a trader. Also off of a trader, I did score some apple trees, and there's my little apple tree. And something that I'm discovering is once you get one planted, others start appearing near it. And like, I didn't plant this apple tree. There's no plot right there. But I've got another apple tree that's super great, and I'm going to chop that dead tree down because wood. Yes, I want wood. If I have all the torches and braziers burning in this settlement, I go through wood like crazy. Here's another example of an apple tree in a plot and sprouting up another apple tree. Now, I could chop this one down and get the sapling from it, but I'm going to let it grow because I want the apples, and I think I even have, yep, I still got some, yeah. I've been sending some people off on some merchant missions or diplomacy missions, just to, buy apple seeds and other gear. I'll show eventually. Hopefully we'll get it in this episode. If not, we'll get it in another one in the future here. All right, continuing on. Yeah, this is a little single church, double church kind of thing going there. Something else I did is over here. Actually, let me start putting it back, just for the visual reference. Let's see, install right here. They love going to these outdoor temples. If I've got these set up right there, they will completely ignore these inside temples. And when they ignore the inside temples, they stop getting the stepped into an Oak Brethren temple +4 mood modifier. Well, this outdoor temple right here is not a certified Oak Brethren temple, so they don't get that buff. So while I was just kind of farting around off camera doing some prep work and remodeling and everything like that, I went ahead and took those down just to see what kind of mood effect it would have on the settlement. And yeah, it's noticeable, but not like game breaking, like, oh God, I've got to do this, or all my settlers are going to start getting really pissy with me and start revolting and have an uprising. But yeah, let's go ahead and put these little Oak Brethren temple things back in their place and get this temple looking like a proper temple. Hello, merchant. Come on in, merchant. I'm pretty sure I already set that one up, but apparently not. All right, let's get that. Find that last one. Where are you? And you're gonna install right there. Super duper great. Still no deaths. That's good. I like hearing that. Oh God. All right, get back to the tour. The tour. Yes. Arches are way cool. Like them better than the beams. And even stuck a teeny tiny little arch right there. Nice. And they still, well, there's no access to these little balconies. They can't actually get up there. This is just to allow the workstations that are in there to think that they are outside. It's under a roof, but they still think it's outside because there's a big opening right here. And the same with this building right here. There's a big opening. So everything in here is still under a roof, but at 100% production. And it does appear that it's inside, even though it's not. All right. Not a lot of changes to the brew house other than just the roof. I've rounded out some corners a little bit. Right. Oh, back over here. I know I'm kind of just bumped the mic. Sorry about that. Back over here. I know I'm kind of jumping around here and there and stuff, but it's a big settlement, and bear with me. The sidewalks with these other little variations, the edges and stuff like that, I would have done more, but this is so tedious to do. So freaking tedious to do. I mean, it's just on each individual one, and I can only do it so much before it's just like, okay, I've clicked enough. I can't click any more than I've already clicked. So yeah, well, let's finish that one right there. All right. So little by little, the sidewalks will continue getting some work, but for now, it's yeah, a little bit tedious, man. I would love a feature that allowed us to highlight multiple items and then make those changes. Like if I wanted to change every single block on my exterior walls, that would just take like a day, an entire 8-hour day to do that. That's crazy. All right, continue the tour. New little chimney features. Yeah, and we got to the brew house, and no changes on the crops, I don't believe. No. Yep. Okay, I think we're done with this little section of town. If there's anything in particular you got questions about or comments about, yeah, I'd be curious to hear about them in down below. So hit me up. All right. Now, this is like the OG section of town right here. This building right here was the very first bedroom that we ever had. This was the community stockpile. It was much larger. It's shrunk down since then. And this building right here was the very first workshop. And I made this building as large as I possibly could for a single roof to fit on. I just like, how big can you make one roof? And this is how big you can make one single roof. So I wanted to keep this looking old school and original, and that's why it's still made out of wood. I changed the patterns a little bit. In fact, I kind of even want to change the windows back to wood. And in fact, I kind of like on these over here, I almost kind of want to change these to limestone, but no, I'm not going to do it right now. Okay, so the workshop, the original first bedroom, and then these were my first two temples. So that is why these are staying wood. Just, yeah, old school, man. It's old school. That's just kind of the original settlers right there. And I want to keep that that little theme going. Yes, so continuing on with some changes, and that's about as far as I've gotten with the changes, I believe. Oh yeah, I messed around with the warfare. Oh no, warfare stockpile, and yeah, just kind of matched up the sides there and rounded some corners out. Kind of changed this little awning out a little bit different, and put a little arch in there. I'd like to have like a natural limestone color for these beam arches, and these beam arches are difficult to actually click on. Yeah, real tricky to click on those arches. Uh-huh. All right. Any other changes on that? And that, I believe, is officially everything that I've done off camera. Well, okay. And with that, you are now all caught up on everything that I did off camera, I believe. But before we go further, let's get this unlocked. I want to get some honey going. And, all right, production. Where are you at? Skep. I think that's how it's pronounced. A skep. All right. Super dynamite. Cool. Let's. I kind of want to keep it. Well, no, it doesn't really matter. I was going to say I want to keep it close to the brew house, but I don't know if that is absolutely necessary or not. But what I will do, let's put 3 of them there. And do I need 3 of them? Let's go 2 of them there. I don't know how much honey these things produce or what. Oh yeah, finally a use for hay. Speaking of hay, barley now produces hay. Oh God, finally! Oh my God, I had a stockpile over here of about 3,000 hay, and then I denied access to it, and then just removed the stockpile, and it finally decayed. But yeah, too much hay, man. Way too much hay. Every time you harvest barley, you get like 20 hay or something like that. And yeah, in late game, there's really not a use for hay. So what the heck, man? All right, well, I threw 2 skeps there, and we've got 2 over on the other side there. Let's get these manufactured and then take a look at the actual details. All right, let's take a look at these. Cool, pretty simple, pretty basic. And queue up honey and beeswax. I don't how much. I don't know yet, and I guess that's what everybody is experiencing when they're doing this for the first time. Like, how much should I make, and is it too much? Is it not enough? Well, that's how you figure it out. You just throw a number out there and wait for it to happen. So resources produced are honey and beeswax outside in the rain. So I'll experiment with some other locations of like covering it and stuff and see what's happening. Oh my God, it's the first time I've seen blooms on a tree in this game. Oh man, that looks great. Fabulous. Oh man, give us some more trees with blossoms on them. I want just decorative trees that have blossoms on them, not fruit bearing ones. Just like decoration. Like, yeah, that looks super cool. Great, fabulous. All right, let's get back over to the scoops, and until you have 110, and till you have 110, like so. And excuse me. And his jobs, let's see, animal husbandry. I've got like 2 people on this. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put you down to a 1 as. Oh wait, nope. There you go. Now you're at a 1. And let me go through everybody's animal handling and get some appropriate people on the job here. All right, this should be good. Anybody that's in the low teens or mid-teens gets a 5. Anybody in the upper teens or above 20 gets a 1. And yeah, with this 2-star muskrat here, he'll level up pretty quick. I hope. Yeah, let that hay decompose. Yeah, be gone. I will pick that mushroom, though, just because food is kind of scaring me right now. Sweet. Oh, yeah, you get those bees on you, man. You get the bees. You do whatever it is you're doing with your hand there, Red. And I'm not going to judge. Everybody's got to do that from time to time. But, yeah. Now, does it produce honey? Now, I think he was just setting it up. Yeah. Okay, they're just setting it up right now, and then now it's got to go through its little cook time to actually produce anything. Super cool. All right. I like it. Looks pretty neat. I dig it. Let's get back into research. Ice making. Unlocked. Sweet. Now, I have done a little preparations off camera, preparing for this. All right, let me pause it. And this is secondary brew house station. Nope, well, it's this one right here. Yeah, second backup brew station right here. We've got a little tunnel going down, and it keeps going down, and it goes down here into all my secret passages that lead to all the anti-trebuchet defense towers. But I went ahead and prepped up this room, and for giggles and kind of looks and everything like that, I thought, oh, let's just line it with a crap ton of the arches here and make it look like truly a cellar. And yeah, I don't think that's gonna last, but it's there. So experimental stuff is what that was, and that yeah, I just felt the need to explain why that looked the way it did and kind of janky. Let's see. All right. Let's turn you that way, and we'll start with 3 because I'm not sure what the production rate is and all that stuff. So let's let them build that, and we'll come back and take a look. All right. Well, they got most of it done. All of them done. Great. And temperature conditions not met. All right. What's oh God. Alrighty. Ice blocks. 38 degrees. I am on bedrock. I think I'm on bedrock. I don't think I can mine down. Yeah, we are on bedrock, and it's 37 degrees down here. Well, I'm mildly stumped on this right now. Room temperature 39. Well, I'll tell you what. I will do a little quick experimentation. Let's see if that changes. If hailstorm, great, yeah. My crops really need that. Thank you. Yeah, my barley just cannot wait to get a hailstorm and destroy its abysmal stock. Yeah. Horrible. God dang it. Freaking rainstorm. 38.5 had absolutely no effect whatsoever. Removing some of those. Let's try removing a bunch of... I don't think this is going to do anything. I'm just spitting in the wind at this point. Pretty sure that these building pieces actually have a cooling effect rather than a heating effect. But let's see, spare room still at 38. So you know what, I am not in the mindset to deal with this right now. So what I'm going to do until I have, if it ever does get to the proper temperature, they can start producing, and fine. And maybe they only produce in the wintertime, and yeah, maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. I don't know. It's new, but I am in remodeling phase right now. So that's where my brain is. But real quick, since I was underground, I'm going to show you. I've expanded a little bit more of my food storage here for the seeds and whatnot, and then also to allow for some more room for when I start making apple pies and that kind of fun stuff. Yeah. All right. Oh, and staying with this, I went ahead. Oh, thank you, autosave. We'll wait for this long autosave on these huge settlements. There we go. This stockpile went ahead and ran it all the way over here to this stockpile, which is under this kitchen, and all the way over to this kitchen. Sweet. All right. Remodel land. Let's get back into it. And the first thing I want to do is, and we're going to lose some roof sections, but that's okay. We can rebuild those. Come on, click on there. There you go. That looks good. All right, unpause it, and let's go ahead and get the sides in the color that we want. And I'm going to do this one as well, just in case I end up going with, like this roof variable. You can see, you can see that back there. So, yep, that one gets stone as well. And actually, this one's going to fall down, so it probably didn't need to change that at all. Yep. Look at them fall. Look at it all fall. All right. Limestone block arch. Boom. Limestone block arch. Boom. Oh. Hey, you guys. You beamy beam almost slipped by me over there. I forgot about the beams on this side. I did. And I could get an archy beam this way. Boom. Yes, I can. And then let's make a copy and start filling in all of that stuff. Sweet. How are my smokers doing? You know what? I've got another smoke station over at another house that I went ahead and upped the quantities to 50. And I might as well do the quantities to 60 since... they never use smoked meat. I can't recall one single time they've ever used smoked meat for anything. So hey, let's go ahead and get 10 more of them to sit on our storage shelves forever. Yep, just want to look at the blooming apple tree and start imagining just an entire row of of blossoming trees along one of these walkways. Oh yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Can't wait, can't wait. All right, let's get some roof section back in place. Do 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 do, and do 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 do. All right. How's that look? Oh, I don't think I can fit an arch between these windows. See, I've got a window right there and a window right there. I think I've got to have an actual wall pillar to connect the beams and the arches to. Yeah. Although it does appear to let me do it just like a single one right there, but I don't want that. I want wall to wall. So if I can't get an arch, I don't want to remove the windows. I kind of like the way the windows look there. So it looks like that's that. And let's mess with the roof just a little bit and see if what we can come up with. That's a possibility. I'm kind of looking at this roof over here, and maybe no. Yeah, we'll look at this. No, let's stay focused. Stay focused, Kent. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's do it like that, and yeah, that looks. It's this one right there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm cool with that. I think that's pretty cool. What happens if I put that on the corner? Let's see. Put this one here and then kind of look at it with both of them there. You know what? Negative. And negative. We're going with the original look. I think that's fine. Yeah, I do think that's fine. All right. Let's see. All right. Did I show this one? The apothecary. This is where I've got my apothecary building going, and yeah, all I did was just add some arches. I rounded these pillars out. That looks good. I really like it. Even a teeny tiny little arch back there. Yep. Changed the roof style a bit and rounded my corners, and I think it looks like a nice little drugstore where you would go to get your first aid kits. Yes, and if I've already highlighted this one earlier in this video and I'm doing it a second time, well, hopefully I've got the energy to edit that out. And if just keep moving on. All right, let's do this, and I do want to make this one a roundy chimney. Yes, I do. And let's see, let's get this one. This is a clay brick household. This household right here was added on to. This was originally just one building and all that stuff, but then the owner said, "Hey, I'm poor. I need to rent out a room," so they added on a little single room dwelling, and they're charging phenomenal, just outrageous rent on it. It's criminal. Should be criminal. And let's see, does that look dumb? Let's see how. Yeah, I can work with that. I might, let's see, if I change like so, actually that makes it a little bit more palatable because the front isn't clashing as much. But there's I don't think I could do much with this unless I just give it a little bit of flair with that. All right, and then change that to match the side. Ooh, and we got to change the inside ones as well, so that little sliver of block is showing. Oh, nope, that wrong button. Yeah, and I know I've got just regular limestone here versus the limestone block, and that's on purpose because this chimney was added later after the house was constructed. And, we talked about this guy being poor, and so he rented out another room. And, yeah, so budget. It was all budget, man. Budget cuts. All right, let's see. Anything else I can do in here? I got that little fake, cellar access thing right there. Yeah, kind of experimenting a little bit with some of the wall sections and seeing if I can't find a pattern that suits me and looks pretty decent. Let's see there. That's not too bad, is it? I don't know. Yeah, the more I'm looking at it, the more it's kind of growing on me. Putting these little corner pieces in, and then like a midsection, kind of breaking up the flow a little bit. Yeah, that works for me. All right, let me put one more corner piece right there, and yeah, I think this building can be checked off and considered done. Yeah. Oh, goodness. I'm just now noticing the time and how long I've been going, so I think I better wrap it up. This will be part 1, and I'll pick it up with part 2. It might be a 3 or 4-parter. I'm not sure how long this will go, but we'll continue with some remodeling, and looks like either this building will be next, or I might start tackling some of these buildings back here, but I hope I get to see you in the next video. Oh, and just a reminder, and if you are enjoying the content, please consider hitting that like button, and even better, subscribing to the channel. It'd be super to have you here for the next episode. Take care, everybody. I'll see you. Bye-bye.